This video was originally meant to be beginner rider wheelies in 7 days. That didn't happen. So it's March 3rd today. I bought my first motorcycle back in September. And when I first got it, I probably only rode it for about 2 weeks until, how do I put this lightly? The fucking pistons destroyed themselves. The single piston, because it's a thumper. So I took it to the mechanic. It took him like no knock to the mechanic, but it took him like a month just to even look at it. And then once they told me what the problem was, it took him like another month and a half just to fix it. So I got that back in September, destroyed it in October. I didn't get it back till like middle to end of January. During that time, I'd spent what felt like hours planning my approach to how I was gonna throw that front tire back, baby, and feel that wind under my chin. My plan was to do it in 7 days. Once I actually got my bike back and went out for day one, that felt out of reach. The original plan was, well, first off, it was a standing wheelie. And to start, I was gonna obviously stand. I was standing on the bike and I was gonna compress with my body weight, jump through the pegs, right? And then, like every other wheelie, use the clutch pop, right? So let the clutch out, give some throttles, you know what I mean? Get it up, and rear brake to bring it back down. That's it. Simple plan. Yeah, it didn't feel that simple. Day one. So day one, my approach, the original plan that I got didn't happen. Did not go to plan. It felt unattainable, honestly, trying to stand. I felt out of control the entire time I was trying to do it. The one time I got off the ground, it was maybe, the tip of my finger. I tried sitting. I think I wasn't grabbing the tank with my legs. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just wasn't used to the movement, but I did not feel control at all. Day two, I went back to standing again. I thought maybe it could be one of those things where it's like, you do it, you go away, you come back, you're better at it. You know what I mean? Like you need a time to process it. Same thing. I went back to sitting almost immediately. I didn't like it, felt out of control. But on day two, I did get the wheel up once or twice. I was experimenting without much direction at this point. At day two, I was still pretty much going into it with just those YouTube tutorials. I'm sure they work for a lot of other people. Even to this day, really didn't help. Not that they say they didn't help me. Not that they say it's gonna be easy, but it's not as easy as I was made to believe in my own head. Another thing too is no one around me rides. My dad rides, but he doesn't ride off-road. He rides Harleys, so it's not like I could ask him about this. I don't know anybody. I don't know who to ask. And so I'm really just doing it myself, learning from online tutorials. But I am posting these videos to TikTok with my whopping 30 followers. So, yeah, big time. But thanks to TikTok's algorithm, they got a couple hundred views, and it actually led to people giving me tips. So, day three, I implemented the tips that I got from TikTok, from people commenting on my videos. Day three, yeah, I got a tip to build more revs before dumping the clutch. This would also be the last day I even tried standing. From here on out, it's just sitting wheelies. Day three, build more revs, dump the clutch, sit farther back. I had more success on day three, for sure. Day four, stalled, as you do. And then I was experimenting a lot with like different speeds entering into the wheelie. This entire time, I only do first gear. I try second gear later in this process because I saw a guy who just wheelies XR 650Ls and he always does it in second. And I don't know. I'm still probably too inexperienced to even try to fathom how to do that because I've tried it and it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, day four, experimenting with different speeds, entering into the wheelie. Day five, I'm getting up a little bit more, but I realize now, instead of keeping on the throttle to keep that front tire up initially, I'm laying on the throttle, getting the tire up, letting off the throttle, and then as it's coming down, I'm trying to give it more throttle to keep it up. So I'm like essentially chasing out the wheelie, and it does not work, not once. From this point on, I need to improve my technique of actually just keeping on the throttle, getting to the balance point and staying there. Day six, some improvement of getting the tire off the ground, but really no major change in area time or height. Same thing with day seven. Day seven was pretty similar. And every day up until this point, I'm getting a little bit better in terms of both like consistency of getting the tire up, but also just a little bit higher. Maybe like day 6 and 7, I like hit a wall pretty much. More than anything, my bike was in the shop for 2 months, and I do not want to break my bike. When it comes to wheelies, what I've learned is you just need the confidence to actually do it. If you just send it, keep your feet on the pegs, you're fine. But I really didn't grasp that until day 8. And because day 8 was the first and only time throughout this process that I bring my homie with me, having my friend there really gave me the confidence to give more gas. Whether it was because if I fell off and got hurt, I knew he was there, or just because he was watching me, tell me to send it and not be a sissy. And there was a lot of improvement from day 7 to day 8. I still wasn't where I wanted to be. I'm chasing that balance point wheelie at this point. If I started off initially wanting to just get over logs, now I'm trying to impress the homies in the parking lot. You live too long and you become a villain, or whatever the fuck Batman said. Day 8, big breakthrough. Day 9, up until this point, I have not been using the rear brake to bring the tire back down. I've just been relying on bringing the clutch in and chalking the throttle, and it's worked every time. But I also haven't gotten to the balance point, maybe once or twice on day 8. And so day 9, I was really focusing on using the back brake. And you can tell a difference versus when I am using the rear brake to when I'm not using the rear brake. The tire snaps down more aggressively when I use that rear brake to stop the wheelie. You can see it in the video. It's noticeable. And to be honest, day 9, I was focusing on it, but I don't know if it's stuck. Because after watching those days compared to the later days, you don't see the snap down as much. So it's something I still need to work on. But yeah, day 9 was just using the rear brake. That was the main focus. Day 10, 11, I forgot the camera. And this entire time I was filming TikToks on my phone. And both these days were really good. Day 11 especially. After that day 8 with my boy, I just had the confidence to do it. I don't know what it was. Something clicked. Maybe not enough because I still, up until this point, I have yet to fall. Even today, I still have not fallen. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Also, I have gone 11 days straight. I have not missed a day. On the days I was off, I was getting up early in the morning, going out, being out there all day. And the days I worked, luckily I only worked till like 3 o'clock. And so I would just bring my bike in my truck with me and go straight from work, straight out to the desert. And then after day 11, things got sporadic. Day 12 was a couple days later. I was actually riding my bike to my dad's house to go watch a Super Bowl. And on the way to my dad's, there was this empty parking lot. And I just had the urge to go and try a wheelie. It was also the first and only time that I tried pavement wheelies. Because they're not tea. This session, this wheelie day, was maybe 5 minutes. I went up and down 2 or 3 times. The guy was watching me, got nervous, dipped. Yeah, wheelies on the pavement are terrifying. Day 13, another couple days later, I was back to dirt riding. And at this point, the excitement of just getting that front tire up had all but vanished. It was completely gone. You know, just popping the front tire up wasn't enough. I'm chasing the balance point. And so anything where I'm just getting the tire up is not exciting anymore. And you can see it too. Up until this point, I'm getting so hyped. Even if I just get the tire up a couple inches, while I did gain a lot of confidence, I still lacked the confidence to stay in that back position. I was getting it up consistently. There's a lot of times where I just spin out and I'm hitting 12 to 6. Not every time, but maybe 25% of the time I'm getting all the way back. I just can't stay there. And I think it goes back to the fear of falling and breaking the bike. I really do not want to send this bike back to the shop. And that's where I left off. Day 13 was almost 3 weeks ago now. I kind of realized that because I've only been riding for 2 months, more than anything, I think to gain the confidence to do the things I want to do, I need more seat time. So that's what I'm doing, focusing on just riding. Not anything fancy, just getting the skills down to just ride. To and back from work, I still go out in the desert, but I ride the trails. I don't focus on doing the tricks, I do the trails. I also moved. This is not that you wouldn't know, but I just moved into this place with my roommates, my new roommates, and my girlfriend. But listen to me. Not a day goes by that I don't think about wheeling. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it. But I also really want to post this video. So day 14, tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day. No matter what happens, I'm posting this video. And this is one of those things. It's gonna take time. I'm gonna need to practice and practice and practice and practice. It might be a long time before I'm slow wheeling down the street. Don't street wheelie. But it might be a long time before I'm actually wheeling over obstacles, over logs and riverbeds and cows or kids. And you might be thinking, bro, you already wheelied. No. To the untrained eye, this might look like a wheelie. But look at this shit. Yeah, I'm not satisfied with just getting the front tire up. I really want a slow wheelie. Tomorrow's the last day, no matter what. I'm going to be out there all day. Yeah. All right. Well, see you tomorrow. I don't know why I didn't think of this 14 days sooner. I haven't heard anybody talk about this. Maybe this is not real and I'm just making this up in my head, but now I'm trying, after I get to the balance point, I'm also crunching forward, where before I was kind of like just leaning back with the bike. I feel even more in control of the bike than I did this entire time, honestly. So I'm gonna keep working on that. You might see this later and think that was really dumb. Another break, done. Let's do this. Let's go somewhere. That was the closest I've ever fallen. This was fucking amazing. Hello. All right, so it's been a few days since day 14. I was out there all day. Can I wheelie over logs? No, I can't. Can I wheelie across the entire desert? Absolutely not. Can I wheelie like Paul Torres? No, of course not. You saw it. I can't wheelie over logs, and he can wheelie over everything. So, but I can get the tire up a couple feet, and that's pretty good, honestly. If you compare day 1 to day 14, it's night and day. I've come pretty far, and I'm pretty proud of that. I had this expectation before going into this that I was gonna be able to wheelie across football fields and stuff like that. You know, looking back, it was pretty unrealistic, but now that I've actually done it, I'm pretty stoked on the progress. So I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again. This is gonna take time to get really good at it, like anything. I can't expect to be good in just 2 weeks. So I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm not gonna record it anymore because I also felt like I was putting unnecessary pressure on myself. I should be practicing U-turns, to be honest. But this was way more fun. Day 1 and day 14 could not be more different. I've made a lot of progress throughout this, so yeah. If you've watched this far, thanks. If you've enjoyed the video, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. If you liked it a lot, maybe subscribe. You can do your thing. You can do what you want to do. But it'd be cool. It'd be really cool. I'll probably make more videos. Not on wheelies. Not for a while. But yeah, that was it. That was beginner learns how to wheelie. All right, peace.